computer. Okay, awesome. So I'm just going to open up my notes just so I don't start waffling on with myself. So welcome to day 5. And day 5 has got quite a big title, Truth. Truth. I just wanted to have a little personal share of something that happened to me this morning. So this morning, I obviously yesterday we were talking about energy of the heart and compassion and gratitude. And I went and I have like an early morning loop that I do, and I go and have a minute by the sea, and got back and I remembered that my favourite cafe has reopened. Canadian, it's called, in Jesus. And somebody had mentioned it opened on Wednesday, so I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to have like my first, proper coffee in 2.5 months. So I bundled off there, got there, and of course the experience of it now is completely different, because they've had to really strip out the shop. They've removed like all the magazines, all the everything that kind of makes it a cute cafe gone, and there was these like A4 pictures all about disinfectant, and and all the staff have got the masks on, and it was really like you walked in and you kind of went, oh yeah, we are in a completely different world here. And there wasn't really anybody in the cafe. You have to do the stand behind the lines thing, and yeah, it just initially it brought up a bit of fear. I was like, oh god. And then I thought, well, that's that's not helpful. But what was helpful was just really connecting with the staff. And I just said to them, wow, this must be so hard for you, having to now go to work with a mask on. And just to have like that conversation with her, I could see she felt really seen and really appreciated. So it just reminded me to, if we're going in shops or cafes, have an extra bit of compassion to those staff who just must feel a bit invisible, really. So anyway, yeah, that was my compassion for this morning. So today we're having a look at truth. And we're having a look at the element of ether. So ether is the 5th element, or the forgotten element. And it's a much more subtle element than the other elements. And some, some lineages believe ether is space. Others say it's akasha. It's said to be the element that holds all the other elements together. In like the Wiccan and pagan traditions, they call it spirit. So it's basically a subtle element that, if you imagine, holds all the elements together. And the reason I like looking at the elements on this course, I've chosen to do it, is because I think at this period of instability, it's really nice to have something solid like the elements. The elements are always there. They offer structure to the universe. And I just think it's a really useful thing to be able to do. So when we're looking then at truth and this element of ether, it's to do with vibration and sound and our own vibrations as humans. It's also to do with our ability to communicate with others, our ability to speak our truth, how expressive we are when we communicate and when we speak. Do we tell lies? Are we living our truth? It's all these kind of things that we're going to have a little look at today. So we'll start, as we've done previously, with checking in with ourselves, and then I'll take you on your journey for today. So close your eyes. And just make sure you're in a comfortable seat. Sitting bones are gently down into the ground or the chair. Spine is long. Give a little lift to your ears. And take 8 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Every inhale, really expanding your chest, your collarbones, and every exhale, lengthen your spine. And then just allowing your breath to be natural. Hands are relaxed. So I find it helpful to just put my hands on my thighs, palms face up. Body is relaxed yet alert. Posture is nice and relaxed yet healthy. So today we're looking a little bit at rhythm. And one way you could view us or everything on the planet is just a vibration or a rhythm. We'll be focusing on how good we are able to listen, really listen. And when we listen, are we actually listening or are we waiting to reply? And when we speak, are we speaking our truth calmly and clearly? Are we reacting? So I'd just like you to bring your awareness to your ears. And if you've got headphones on during this, if you just slide them off for a second, you can plug them back in when we're finished. And just see how far in the distance can you hear sounds. How far in the distance can you hear sounds? And just see if you can just become an active listener, just listening without judgment. And then from the distance, I'd like you to shift your hearing to much, much closer and just tune in with all the sounds that you have in your building or in the area around you. And then how many sounds can you hear in the area close to you, around 1 meter away from you? What can you pick out? And then I'd like you to become interested in the sound of your own breathing. So without judging your breath, how does it sound as you listen? And with this breath, all I'd like you to do is just open up the back of the throat and keep breathing in and out. So it's it'll create a very, very gentle Darth Vader sound. So as you're breathing in and out, imagine that you're just opening up your throat a little bit. So in yoga, we call this ujjayi breathing. We're just opening up the throat a little bit. And as you stay here relaxing in this moment, with your throat a little bit opened, just checking in today with where you're at. So from 0 to 10, 0 being 0, 10 being amazing. How am I feeling today? Just let the answer bubble up. How are my energy levels today? So 0 being I'm ready for bed, 10 being I'm ready to go sprinting to the shop. Next question, how relaxed do I feel today? How relaxed am I feeling this Friday? Just allow the answer to bubble up. And the next question about communication then. How well do I communicate? So 0 would be I'm terrified of communicating with people. 10 would be, yeah, I think I'm quite confident and clear in my communication. Just let the answer bubble up from within without judgment. How well do I communicate with others? And the next question, answering from 0 to 10, and again, just allow the answer to come up naturally. How often do I tell lies? So they might just be little white lies or fibs. How often do I tell lies? Just allow the number to come up. And the last question, on most days, from 0 to 10, on most days, am I true to myself? Do I feel I'm living in my own truth? So 0 would be, no, I know I'm not living true to myself. 10 would be 100% I'm in my truth. Just see what number comes up. You can have a look at the whys, the whats, the hows later on, but for now, just allow this number to come up. Beautiful. And then just allow your breathing to just stay nice and relaxed so you can drop off the opening of the throat and just breathe naturally. And today we're going to go into a meadow. So just imagining in your mind's eye now the most beautiful meadow appearing before you, filled with beautiful flowers of poppies and other beautiful wildflowers. And I want you to imagine that you're walking through this meadow. And you look down and your shoes and socks have gone. So you're really connecting with the ground beneath you as you walk through this meadow. There's a beautiful breeze in the air. The sun is gently shining and touching your face. And as every step you take, you just feel more and more relaxed in this safe, beautiful place. And just having a look around, and you're amazed at how beautiful it is in this beautiful meadow. And as you're walking through this meadow, as you look up, you can see there's a beautiful, beautiful big oak tree just maybe 10 steps away from you. And it looks so wise and old. And you just absolutely have to go up and see this tree. And as you're walking up to the tree, just feeling calm and safe and warm and loved. And finally coming up to the tree and just having a good look at this amazing wise tree, all the details of its layers of the bark and the trunk, and maybe it's a tree you've actually seen in real life before, maybe it's a tree you haven't, but it's definitely majestic and it looks beautiful. And this tree invites you to have a little lie down. So you're lying down in this meadow beneath the foot of this beautiful wise tree. And the moment you lie down, you just feel so much more relaxed. And your legs and your feet feel so relaxed, melting away into the ground. And your hips and your sit bones, they also feel super relaxed. And how good does it feel to just let your lower body let go and be supported by the ground? And let's scan further up the body now, your chest, your tummy, your torso, your arms, your hands that do so, so much for you throughout the day. They're just melting away now beneath this tree in this meadow. How good does it feel to relax your hands and your arms and your back, your lower back, your mid back, your upper back? Just allow everything to melt away into this meadow. And just allow your neck and your shoulders, these areas where we hold so much stuff, just see if you can relax it into the ground. And your face, so the face, the part of your body that people recognize to be you, all your expressions that you make daily, just see if you can just relax and let it go. Just letting absolutely every part of your body melt into this wise tree and into the meadow. And every exhale, just let go. And we're going to strip away a few more layers today. I want you to connect with your name. And with your name comes many layers of who you are, or how people perceive you. All the roles that you play in life. So your role as a partner, your job, everything that you do that is a role in your life, just become aware of them. And then I really would like you to imagine letting those go just for the next couple of minutes. So just imagining the perception of you and all the roles, your job, everything that you do in your life, just imagine that it's blowing away like a dandelion clock, blowing in the wind. So all those layers of you are just gently just blowing away as you relax here in this meadow. All those layers of expectation. And I just want you to observe how you feel with all these layers taken away. As you just lay here in the light of pure awareness. And just observing maybe how free you feel without all these layers and sheaths. And just laying here, supported in this meadow by this wise tree, in the pure light of awareness. And just noticing how light and free you feel in this truth, in this beautiful, blissful truth. Body is relaxed. My mind is free. And I've released all the layers of me just to rest for the next minute or so in pure peace, pure bliss, pure conscious awareness. And it feels so freeing and light. And just breathing in and out the energy of this wise tree. breathing in and out the majestic energy of this calming meadow. As you remember who you are. And just keep breathing in and out this spaciousness, this blissful awareness. How good does it feel just to be at one with you and nature without all those other layers on top? And as you lay here in your own truth, just noticing how you may feel the resistance to come back. But just knowing you can come back into this state of peace whenever you choose to. And come and give yourself a big hug, wrapping one arm over the other. And as you give yourself a big hug, just releasing the image of the meadow and the wise tree, and just bringing yourself back to the here and now. Here you are in your own body with your own name and all the other layers of who you are back here today, right now in this moment. And then just come and bring your hands over your heart like we did yesterday. Bring a gentle smile to your face. Eyes are still closed. Just reconnect with the sound of your own breathing. And just asking yourself in this moment, who am I? Who am I? I am. And just see what comes up. I am. And finally, just asking yourself, or saying to yourself, I came here to. I came here onto this planet right now to, and just see what bubbles up. Might be surprised. Maybe nothing will come up just yet. Something might come later. I came here to. Awesome. And then just release your hands back onto your thighs. Just gently lower your chin towards your chest. And to finish our shared practice today, we're going to add a little bit of humming. So we're looking at sound and vibration. So humming and chanting, as some of you will know, is just, it's a really magical thing to change our vibration. And I know some people might not be comfortable with it. So we're not going to do anything outlandish. We're just going to add a little bit of humming on the exhale. So we'll do an inhale and an exhale. We'll just inhale, exhale, add a light humming sound. 3 more, inhale, exhale and hum, and just feel your body vibrating. 2 more, inhale, exhale and hum. Last one, inhale, Exhale and hum. Beautiful. Flicking open the eyes, just welcoming yourself back. Just noticing any shifts that might have done for you. Yeah. So if you've got time and space to have a little journal later on about what came up for you. And your homework, you've got 2 options for homework today. Option 1, listen to a piece of music, ideally classical music, so something that's got lots of layers to it. I can share some stuff on the group as well. Dustin O'Halloran's really good. And I'd really like you to listen to the sounds and the vibration, and just do a bit of free writing of any words that come up as you're listening. So that's option 1. Option 2 is a piece of creative writing. And the piece of writing is if tomorrow was your absolute dream day with no boundaries, you can literally go to the universes if you want, what would happen? So option 1, listen to classical piece of music and have a bit of free writing. Option 2, if tomorrow was your absolute dream day, what would happen? Where would you go? Stop the recording.